Get outside in Pepin County. Pack up the family and visit the childhood home of Laura Ingalls Wilder. Sail on Lake Pepin. Bike the Chippewa River State Trail. Hike up Maiden Rock and throw a line in a trout stream. Sign up to win a vacation at visitpepincounty.com. We connect with Mike Caucutt of Mr. Blink and the La Crosse Sessions Band to discuss early musical introductions, what brought the Sessions Band together, what can people expect from their shows, audience participation, and where to catch them live. You can find more conversations, food reviews, live music, and events on our website, lacrosselocal.com. I'm Amy.
And I'm Brent.
And this is La Crosse Local.
I've got a secret hidden there.
My name is Mike Caucutt. I was born in Drayton, England, which is a suburb of Norwich, Norfolk, about 60, 70 miles north of London. I got into music because when I was living in England as a young lad, my uncle would come over and he would play songs at the family gatherings and everyone would sing along with him. And it was just a really neat experience to have with people. Music, kind of bonded you together. You didn't have to talk to them, but you could sing with them.
Just knowing of you from, Mr. Blink, playing around the area, from everything from Riverfest to Midwest Music Fest, now kind of moving into this La Crosse Sessions Band. How did that band get its start?
Mr. Blink or the Sessions Band?
Either or both.
Well, yeah, Mr. Blink is our college band that, we started in college that we kept going. We've got 3 CDs of original material, working on our 4th one this summer. And it's just been a fun ride with that band because we do all sorts of stuff. But the Midwest Music Fest asked Mr. Blink if they wanted to do a tribute for the Midwest Music Fest. And we said, sure. So we did a Van Morrison tribute. And then the next year they said, well, can you do another one? And so I came across Bruce Springsteen's The Seeger Sessions. And what that was is Springsteen did a tribute to Pete Seeger and then got involved with his music and kind of researched a little bit. And he got some friends together to come over the house and play some songs. And that became the Sessions Band. And he went on to record not necessarily Pete Seeger songs, but songs that Pete Seeger would have sang. And these were songs that, from the early years of America, where people would get together in church basements, union halls, or street corners, or pubs, and they'd get together before PAs, and they would play their banjos and their horns and their guitars and their accordions, and they would have basically a session. And it's a session. You can go to Ireland and pubs have sessions. English pubs will have a session. And it's just people come together and play music together. So Springsteen won a Grammy in 2007 for the best traditional folk album. And so when I just looked into that for the Midwest Music Fest, and Mr. Blink kind of banded together with Pigtown Fling and added some other people, and we created, this show. We did it at Midwest Music Fest, did it at Leoneona's, and then Moon Tunes asked us to do it at Moon Tunes. And so, sure, we had the set list. It was great. And so we did it, and it was great. So it's the next year, which would be this year, instead of, Mr. Blink and Pigtown Fling combined together to do it's just the La Crosse Sessions Band. And so there's, it's a separate thing. And we did it last year. We invited the community to come experience the whole session with us. It's an active participation, sort of just watching a band and, tapping your foot or dancing or coming on. This is an invite to play along with us. So we'll be on the Moonstone stage, and people will bring their instruments down and fill the park and play along with us. And so we're posting the chords and the lyrics. And so you can just, download them. You can sing along with us. There's one song on this year's set list, people to snap their fingers. You can bring percussion, you can bring accordions. There's talk of the uke group maybe having a little area they can play along in there. but it's basically a community bonding experience, and that we're going to create for 1 hour, just these good vibrations that are going to, you know how a firework will explode on the river and the reverberations go down to the river, for miles. Buddhists, they will build a temple on a mountaintop or on the top of a river source so that their meditations will flow down the river. If we can have, as a community, one big session of music and just throw those vibrations down the Mississippi River, it would be a good thing. And it would be a unique thing. I've seen the flash mobs where, 1,000 drummers playing a Foo Fighters song or in the park. This is a little different than that, but it's a unique thing. I think can grow and become bigger. I mean, it would be really neat if it was beamed across the internet, so it could potentially be the world's largest session.
Well, I mean, speaking of that, I know you kind of referenced like the jam session component of it. You have like 14 members in this band, right?
Yeah, I think it's up to 20 now.
It's up to 20. Who are some of those local heroes?
Oh, it's a very fluid. Practices are loose. People show up. We'll have people that will come to every practice session, but not actually do the real session. I know people have, so it's a fluid, come if you can, make it if you can. But we got potentially, I don't know exactly who's committing or they'll show up, but Jamal and Ari from the Mayfield Experience. We've got some horn players from La Crosse Jazz Orchestra. We've got 2 of the members from Crooked Willow, 5 of the members from Mr. Blank. We've got Matt Becker, who plays with just about everyone. He played with Tug last night, and he plays with Cheech on some of his tributes. He's on accordion. And who knows? We have, there's different instruments. There's going to be different people playing, and every practice has been a different lineup. And so I expect every session is a different one.
So it looks like you have basically on your Facebook page, so La Crosse Sessions Band on Facebook, you kind of have a list of you have the different keys. What are some of the songs so people can actually go to your Facebook and actually see what notes and that sort of thing? What are some of the songs you picked out?
Well, it's a PDF file, so you'll be able to download it to your device and follow along, or there's an image, you can just print it out. One of the files is just the chords, and then the other file is like the lyrics and chords. So some of this, we picked out this set list to try and express the broad depth of Americana, central, middle of the country. So there's blues, there's some old country, there's a children's song we're going to do. She'll be coming on the mountain, where the kids can come up on stage and join us. We're trying to include everyone. Of course, you can never include everyone, but we're inviting everyone, and everyone can show up if they like.
So the next opportunity to see the band is during Moon Tunes? Yeah,
August 4th, Moon Tunes. And there's talk about having a session set at Rotary Lights, like a Christmas session set. We just want to keep it around, and build on our set lists, and and maybe perhaps have 1 hour of a community session that's beamed across the world, and everyone across the world is playing along with us.
So for people that normally sing in public or play their instruments, what can people expect? I mean, should they just come down, try to sit up front, kind of hang out, just belt out the words, or what?
Be far away from us. You'll be able to hear us. We won't be able to hear you, but you'll still be playing along with us. So if you can be alone by the flagpole, you can be up close, you can be like to the left or right of the stage. You can sit in the green seats and play wherever you'd like. It's a big park. So we'll just start the set and get on board, and we'll go through the set list. And some songs are a little trickier than others. One song is just 2 chords, A, B minor, A, B minor, the whole way through. Some songs are just G, C, and D. Some other Old Man River is a little trickier, but maybe get that one out if you're not confident. And you don't have to play. You can sing along, you can hum along, you can snap your fingers, you can tap your toes.
So what's next for you? Is there anything exciting coming down the lane? A few more shows for the La Crosse Sessions Band, but is there anything coming down?
Yeah, let's see. We got Dees Fest Mr. Blink is playing with D's Fest. In August, we're going down to Madison to Paradigm Studios to record 9 songs, originals. So that's, I'm looking forward to that. And then getting out, seeing some music myself, Firefest, all that stuff, fun stuff.
So Mr. Blink will have a new album. Is that what you're trying to say here? Coming fall, Christmas time, or when will that come out?
I hate to predict because, things, but hopefully by Christmas.
So if people want to find out more about you or the La Crosse Sessions bands, where's the best spot for them to go to?
Sure. MrBlink.com is, got links to the Blink stuff. And then they also have a Facebook page, Mr. Blink. And then this La Crosse Sessions band has its own Facebook page. And, we post events that we're having on that. So you'll be able to find the events, be able to download the chords at MrBlink.com or on Facebook.
La Crosse Local Podcast is a production of River Travel Media. Do you have an interview idea you'd like to share with us? Message us on Facebook at La Crosse Local. Find out more about us at lacrosselocal.com, and you can subscribe to the La Crosse Local Podcast on your favorite podcast app. If you like us, rate us 5 stars. We appreciate it.